Well, let's see if this works. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel and welcome to my workshop. So, hi, and I had some microphone issues right now, so that's why I'm a few minutes late. I'm hoping the microphone issues are resolved now. If there is any trouble with the audio, please let me know. I think it's working now. It looks like it should be working. So I'm glad to see a few people in the chat already. So hello everyone. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm glad you're here. And I thought I'd give this... Thomas is also here. Hello there. Hi. Yeah, cool. I thought I'd give this live streaming another shot. I think some of you were already in my last live stream where I unboxed the Bittle robot dog. By the way, the robot dog, I finally put it together. It took me a lot of time. Oh, is the video laggy? Wait, let me check if I think I have the correct setting on the camera. Yes, that is correct. If the video is choppy, like if it's low FPS, I might have to dial down the video quality. But we'll see. So let me know if the video is horrible, and then I can try to fix that. Maybe it's also my laptop. It's not the most powerful machine, so I hope it'll be fine. Watching on Chromecast. Okay. So we'll see. Anyway, the robot dog. I finally built that. So this is it. It's working. I have a battery somewhere. Didn't plan that, but since I just remembered that my last live stream was about the robot dog, I thought I could quickly show that it now works. If I can plug in the battery. Wrong way. So there we go, and it should move now. It makes sound at least, and it moved. And there is a remote here, and I forgot how it works, but oh yeah, here, it's moving. That's pretty fun. So it's finally working. I haven't done much with it. Come on, turn off. There we go. I haven't done much with it. Because I have had so much other stuff to do as well. So let's put away the robot dog. Because what I actually wanted to do today was to build a bunch of these 3D printed crystal necklaces. And since the video came out about these, that's already quite some time. Quite some time has passed since I did the video on the 3D printed crystals, and that's because I had issues creating this holder for the crystal, this necklace holder. I can zoom in on this a little bit. This necklace holder here, this black one. Oh, a cat decided to join us. Well, let's say hi to the cat first. Out here. Ragnar, where are you? Come on. Come say hi to the chat. So, hello, this is Ragnar. He came in and started screaming at me. Maybe he wants some pets, looks like it. Wait, he's no longer in frame, so here, there's the cat. Come on. Hello. Okay. Yeah, but please don't start throwing stuff from my desk. Yeah, I think I have to put you down now. You can see if we can maybe get a cat cam here going here. Because I was experimenting with adding my iPhone as a second webcam, and that worked. Unfortunately, the quality isn't super, isn't the perfect quality, but maybe we'll at least have a cat cam if that works. So let's see, I have to quickly start that. I found a way, so that's pretty cool. There's an app called Instant Webcam, and that one streams video via so it pretty much opens a web page, so you just start the app and then you browse to the IP of your phone, and then you will have the video, which is kind of hard to put into a live stream. So someone figured out how to actually create that as a video device on a Linux computer, and that works pretty well, except for it, like I said, it's not the best quality. So I forgot to prepare this, so I'm doing this live right now. Let's see. Oh no, I forgot to start the app. I have to start the app, otherwise it won't work. I hope I didn't screw it up by starting the Linux part first. No, it seems to be working. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We want this, and we want a cat cam. And it's not working because I don't know why it's not working. Oh, it is working. Okay, cool. Now where's the cat? Let's see. Can maybe put this in a tripod as well. And then there's the cat cam, and there's the cat. Oops. Might be difficult because he's pretty active right now, so he'll probably not stay visible a lot. Okay, he's gone already, isn't he? Oh no, he's still there. Well, when I see my logo is in the way, maybe we'll put the cat cam on the other side or on top or something. Let's put it in the top right corner. And now the cat is gone again, so I'll see if I can find him. Well, we will see if he settles down. Well, he's gone again. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see what he decides to do. He'll probably start screaming if he wants more attention. Ah, Johnny is also here. Hello. Nice to see you. And the cat is not very cooperative. Yeah, so that cat is Ragnar. We have another Bengal cat like this. So he's a Bengal cat. We have another Bengal cat, and that one is called Whiskey. He's not here right now. Maybe he will drop by later. Johnny writes cat anus cam in the chat. Yes. Now it's a regular cat cam again for the next few seconds until he decides that he no longer wants to stay here. All right. Yeah, when Ragnar came in, when the cat came in, I was starting to talk about the actual LED 3D crystals, 3D printed crystals. And yeah, I was saying I made the video a while ago about these 3D printed LED crystals, and it took me a while to... So in the video I promised my patrons a bunch of these these crystals, so every patron who wants one of them can have one of them, and I started building them. But come on, focus, come back. It took me a long time to design a holder that wouldn't be super crappy. So the one that I used in the video is this one right here, and that's the crystal is missing right now, so it goes down here. And that holder was super crappy, so it's just glued together with some double-sided sticky tape, and I put some two coin cell batteries in here, and the legs of the LED are just stuck through, and it was very, very unreliable. And that new holder is really cool, so I really like this one. Let's turn on, so it even has a switch, tiny switch here, so I can turn it off and on, and it's a bit too bright in here to see that, so I will turn down the light for a moment. There we go, so we can actually see this a bit better. And this, I'm very happy with it, with how this came out. So the crystals are still 3D printed with transparent green resin, and the holder, the necklace holder up here, the black part, is also 3D printed in gray resin and then spray painted with black paint. And I found some really nice dark, not glossy paint that is apparently on a resin basis. Maybe that's why it works so well, because it looks really good on this holder. So yeah, let's zoom out again so you don't have to look too closely at me, and we can turn on some more lights again, so we have some more lights. Hey, the cat cam is actually working down there, that's pretty cool. And then let me quickly catch up on the chat, Mr. Yogurt. Yeah. Hi Overgrow, welcome to the stream as well. So I'll probably use the cam. Oh, the cat is gone anyway. So let's we can probably disable that camera. I will use it later, probably use it later as a second camera to show what I'm actually doing. But right now we don't need it because there's no cat anymore. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to start with. So what I did, actually I might use the second camera. Let's use the second camera here so I can show you what's on my desk right now. Let's turn it back on and turn the camera back on. So what I did yesterday mostly was printing a bunch of these holders. Let me make this a bit larger for you to see. So unfortunately the quality of that second camera isn't too great, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to make it too big for me, but at least you can see. So mostly the last few days I have been printing a lot of these a lot of these holders for the crystals that go on the necklace. And yeah, I was designing all week and iterating over the design until I was satisfied. I really wanted to have these little switches in there, so I got these small switches, which are pretty much the tiniest switches that I could find. And I really wanted to be able to turn the crystals on and off again. And so I was iterating on the design. The original one was in a pentagon shape as well, like the crystal. So it wasn't a sphere, but actually a sphere is a lot easier to get all the stuff in here. So there's some space for 2 coin cell batteries. I'm using AG10 coin cell batteries. Do I have any here lying around here right now? I don't have them right here. And then there's space for the switch up here, and there are 2 halves. One half takes the crystal, so this crystal just goes in like this, and the other half has this part where the necklace goes through, but otherwise they're pretty much symmetrical, except for, of course, the crystal part also needs some holes for the legs of the LEDs to go through. And what I've also been doing today is print a bunch of new crystals. I can't take the microphone with me too far, but you can see in the background here, if I put the microphone and the light out of the way, in the background there's my resin 3D printer. Let's go there. And this morning, and also yesterday, I have been printing some new resin crystals. And what I actually tried out was to not wash them before curing them with UV light, and that worked really, really well. So I'm not sure if all of you have seen my video. So in my resin printed crystal video, I tried different methods of getting these crystals to look nice. And so if I don't do anything, they will be pretty milky like this, so you can't see through them at all. And one of the best methods that I found was to coat them with the 3D printing resin, and then to put them under ultraviolet light again. So the resin printer, for people who don't know that, the resin printer prints with ultraviolet light, and that UV light, it hardens the liquid resin. And to make them transparent, to make these things transparent, I put the liquid resin on top, so it fills the little gaps and the imperfections on the surface, and it will make it clear. This one is actually not coated with resin. I just, instead of first washing so when I take parts out of the printer, I usually wash them with isopropyl alcohol. And instead of doing that, I just put them immediately under UV light, and that worked really, really well, except that the holes for the LEDs disappeared. So there was supposed to be a hole for the LED down here, and that's just gone. The one with the deep holes are kind of fine. I messed up these a little bit because I tried to sand away the remainder of the supports, and that got a lot of dust in here, and now that's sticking to the surface. So I have to kind of figure out a better way to do that. And yeah, so that's why there's another batch of crystals waiting in the 3D printer, so I can figure out a better way to do this, so there won't be this dust partly covering the crystals, and there will and somehow I need to make sure that the hole for the LED doesn't disappear. Okay, let's have a look at the chat because that's on a different desktop of mine. Oh, people still in bed. That's actually a very smart idea to stay in bed for a long time. I also, it took me a while to get out of bed today. Was the audio out of sync? Okay, main cam is stuttering. So let's see, is there anything I can do about that? What does the YouTube stream health say? Stream health says it's excellent. So I guess it's not the connection from my laptop to YouTube. So it's probably my laptop not handling the inputs very well. Can I do anything about that without destroying the stream? Let's see. Let's see, video. What kind of resolution do we even have? Oh, it's not super high. So I know that the iPhone camera that has a little bit of lag, so that's always lagging behind. But you're right, the main camera also seems to be lagging a bit. That is weird, because that's usually not the case. I can try to switch away from it for a moment. Like this, and then switch back to my main camera. Yeah, but that didn't help a lot. So yeah, so I guess audio and video is a little bit out of sync. And what's the question? OBS Realted? What does that mean? Johnny, I'm not sure what that means. Since the second cam was fine, it's probably the input OBS or whatever you are using. Yes. Yeah. Well, if it's simply behind, that's not too bad, because I think what we're going to do is to take the main camera, the one you're seeing right now, and move that a little bit and zoom in on my workbench. And then maybe use the second cam as a face camera, but just put that in the corner. And yeah, so we'll rather do that. What I still have to decide is which of the two things I want to do. So either I can wire some LEDs into these holders, which was my original plan. Or we could try to experiment with the 3D printed crystals. We can also try both, but one of these things I need to get started with. And I think I'll actually start with the necklace holders, the crystal holders, because for the other stuff I might have to wear a face mask, and then it will be difficult to talk. So let's start rearranging the cameras so you can see better. Or I'll first start by setting up the work surface for soldering the switches in, because that's what I'm going to do. I want to solder these little switches in. So first prepare the work surface so we'll be able to see, so I know where to point the camera. And here I have a silicone mat that I can use for soldering. Some screws. Okay, so I want to have this about here. Now let's see if we can point the camera at that. Let's first reattach the other camera. Goes in like this. And then I have to disappear from the view for a moment. Okay, second camera is in place, and I think it will need some power. So let's plug in the phone. And let's see. So, and now let's see in OBS if that works. Actually, I see that my microphone is not configured in that scene. I should do that first, otherwise you won't hear me. So we need the input capture from my USB microphone here. It's this one, yes. And then move this a little bit. Well, that's reasonably okay. All right, let's switch cameras. Does this still work? It looks like it does, so I think you still hear me. And we have the other, yeah, so the quality of that camera isn't great. But that's not too big of a problem, because we're gonna switch to the other camera soon again and just put this one very small in the corner. Okay, so I'll position the other camera. Let's see, anything happening in the chat? Nothing new. Okay. And I'm back. There we go. Let's switch back. Yes, so let's switch back, and now we can see my work surface. So I've put up this silicone mat for soldering, and I have a bunch of these holders. I think we can zoom in a little bit more, like that. There we go. Not bad. Okay, so how does this work? I have different versions of these, because the newest version actually has my logo on them, and these seem to be the old version. So let's pick one with the new version. This one fits together well. Oh great, my phone vibrates. That's probably visible in the camera because it's also the second camera. Well, let's hope it doesn't vibrate too much. Okay. Oh, I'm holding this so you can see it. That's not good. To hold it a bit better. Can also zoom in a bit more and pan up the camera like this. Come on, camera, stay there. That's a bit better. Okay. And maybe I can add some light here closer to the work surface so we can actually see what's happening. And get the phone vibrating again. I hope it's not too audible. I think it should be fine. It will distort the video a bit, of course. So yes, so these two parts go together, and then we need an LED, and I have different LED colors in here. I think best looking are white LEDs. Green LEDs are fine, and recently red LEDs are pretty interesting as well, because you have this green crystal and then the red light shining through. That looks pretty interesting, I think. And what I just found out very recently is that blue LEDs look very cool too. So I have actually a prototype here where I use the blue LED, and with the crystal that also looks pretty cool. I think we maybe need to turn off the lights a little bit. That looks very interesting, I think, with the blue light as well. So that's pretty cool. So let's turn this back on, and let's just start with a white LED. And my phone is constantly vibrating, so I'll quickly check what the hell is going on there and quickly disable that camera. Be right back. Is that one of you guys? Someone of you constantly sending me messages? No, it's not. No, it's not. I hope if I put it on do not disturb mode that this will help. Okay. Oh no, it's still vibrating. Well, just gonna have to live with it. And I'll be right back. So I need to re-enable the camera. And I think, sorry about that. Okay, so someone just wrote anyway that the vibration isn't noticeable on stream. So I'll try to switch it back on. Problem is, I think it's now frozen. Yes, it is, because I changed back from the app. So it's still, is it still working? Kind of. A bit laggy. Oh no, it seems to be working. Okay, let's turn it back on. It is back on. It is lagging behind, but whatever. Let's just continue with what we're actually doing here, because the camera pointing on me isn't that important anyway. So let's just start with the first holder. So we have the holder itself, which consists of two parts. We have a white LED here. We will need one switch, so one teeny tiny switch that goes in here like this. so we can turn on and off the LED later. And then we will also need very tiny screws. I have these M1 screws, so 1mm screws here, which is really tiny. So we have, where did it go? I think it went back into the bag. So it's held together with 2 of these screws and a crystal. We need some crystal as well, and we'll just use this one for now. Yeah. All right, is that all we need? I think that's all. Oh yeah, and the necklace. Where did I leave them? I think they're over there. I'll be right back. So I got a bunch of these fake leather necklace thingies, which I think look pretty nice, and we can use these. All right, and maybe I don't put them on the soldering iron. That might not be the best way to go. So let's see. Oh yeah, and batteries. We also need batteries. Let me actually get fresh batteries as well. So like I said, I'm using these AG10 coin cells, 2 of them, because the single coin cell is only has 1.5 volts, and for the LEDs we need about 3 volts. So I'm using 2 of them. And I was trying different coin cell batteries and realized, like, even some that already come with 3 volts, but they wouldn't turn on the LEDs. So I'm not sure. I'm not super good with electronics. I'm guessing the resistance of these was too high, because the coin cell batteries have an internal resistance, which makes it so that we can actually use them directly with the LED, so we don't need another additional resistor. And I guess for the teeny tiny 3 volt coin cell batteries, the resistance was too high and it didn't work. It didn't work that way. So that's why I'm using 2 of these AG10 1.5 volt batteries, and that will give me the 3 volts required for powering the LED. And that's weird. This one is kind of rounded on the plus side. This might be broken. Let me take a fresh pair out of this, because I think this way that it won't fit into my battery holder design. So 1 battery, just to be sure. Second battery. I don't have a lot of batteries left. I ordered new ones this week. They haven't arrived. Okay, Roter Fruchtzwerg says it depends on the LED. White LEDs need the highest voltage. Yeah. But, so it works with, the LEDs work with some 3 volt batteries. So for example, these typical CR2032 batteries. I have one here, one moment. There we go. Here's one. So this is CR2032 3 volt battery, and that one let's see. I'll adapt the LED thingies a little bit, and this should, yeah, so this works great. So this white one's no problem. But then I have these teeny tiny 3-volt batteries. 1 second, I'll get one. Here, so the CR927 lithium batteries. They also have 3 volts. These are also 3-volt battery cells, but they won't power the LED. Okay, it powers it barely. Okay, so this one, interesting. Let's see, does this work with the other LEDs as well? Like green shouldn't need, okay. It kind of works. The last LEDs I tried this with, so these are new LEDs, but the LEDs I already had when I was experimenting. And these tiny 3-volt batteries did not power them, and the white and the green was just noticeably less bright than using 2 of these, or using one big CR2032 battery. Yeah, so this is a lot brighter than the small coin cell battery here. So yeah, we have a nice design now. It's I think the size fits nicely to the crystal, so I think it's fine to use 2 of these AG10 coin cells, and probably it will also last longer because there's more juice in them. And we have new people in the chat. Hello, Cable Tie, and welcome to the stream. Okay, yeah, Johnny says the small battery has too high internal resistance for the LED to light up, and that's exactly what I figured. Yeah. So usually if we have a power supply, like for example, if we attach LEDs to an Arduino or something, then we need an additional external resistor. We don't need that for these coin cell batteries because they have internal resistance, at least. Yeah, and I guess they have different internal resistance, and the small ones doesn't work well. But apparently 2 of these AG10 or LR1130 batteries work pretty well too, and then we don't need to put additional resistors in there. Cool. Well, thanks for clearing that up, Johnny. Perfect. All right, let's see if the holes are actually, let's see. So I'm connecting the what's the polarity of this? 1 second. How did I plan to do that? Yeah, so I was planning to connect the cathode, so the negative leg pole of the LED, to the switch, and the anode goes directly to the battery. Oh yeah, did I say internal resistor? Sorry about that. Resistance, yes. So coin cell battery have a resistance internal to the battery, which makes it work nicely, which fits nice for use with LEDs. Okay, so let's see. So I have, not sure how visible that is. Let's see, can we zoom in on that? Oh, we can. And is that kind of visible? Kind of. So I have 2 tiny holes here for the LED legs. Are they called legs? And yeah, one of them goes through to where the switch is, and one of them goes through to where the batteries are. And sometimes, either because of curing in UV light or because of the spray painting, these will be closed. So I'm just poking them through with these pointy pliers, so I can get the LED holes through, and I think that's good enough. And then let's see which one is the anode. Yeah, the anode is further away, and so I will just, oh, I need to zoom out again so you can see. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so we will bend these legs so they will fit nicely. In there. This bend is a bit too far from the LED for my taste. I want this to be closer. Let's hope I don't break it. And then we bend it back. Sorry, I need to make sure that I don't take it off camera all the time. I have the same issue when recording close-ups for YouTube videos. I always forget that if I'm recording a close-up that I need to hold it in a way that it's actually still in frame. Is that good? Yeah, it's a bit far. Let's see if we can correct that a little bit more. Well, we will see. Now the other leg, just like this, and then back, and this doesn't look like it will fit. Yeah. Let's see if I bend it back and try it at a different position. This is looking a bit better. Okay, perfect. So this is the cathode, goes to the switch like this. Here we go. Let's zoom in. Fits. Camera focuses. Okay, LED is actually, that worked really well. It's pretty centered. It doesn't have to be super centered. There's enough play in these crystals, so this will fit. But this one is pretty centered, so that's pretty nice. It fits really well. Yeah, and now we have one of the legs poking through here where the batteries sit, and one where the switch sits. Let's test if it works. It lights up. That's good. So now we can continue. Let's zoom out again. Now the next step is I can already shorten the anode. Where are my wire cutters? Can shorten this part a little bit, and then that gets let's see, get that closer. I'll just bend this to the side a little bit, and that will just be in contact with the batteries. And this one we'll leave it as it is for the moment, because now we'll first put the switch in. Oh, zoom out a little bit again. See, okay. So the switch, We don't need all three pins on the switch, so we will remove one of them completely, one of these side switches. It does side pins. It doesn't matter which one, you just remove it. And then the middle one, we need to shorten it so it fits into this holder here, and I will just eyeball how much I need to shorten it. That's about, let's not shorten it too much. We can always shorten it more. Yeah, and that was not enough, so let's shorten a little bit more. There we go. This should definitely be short enough. Yep, definitely. Okay, and now we can solder this together. It's kind of an awkward spot to solder here, but I tried it and it kind of works. If we use flux and stuff, it should be fine. So just make sure that the switch is in all the way. And then, yeah, I guess let's switch on the soldering iron. Maybe not, maybe put away the USB cable that went over the soldering iron. And let's see, we have some solder here, some flux that we can prepare, which might be helpful for soldering. Oh, let me zoom out again so you can see some flux over here. Let's prepare that. You can already put some flux where we want to solder later. And let's make a little bit of room. And then I'm using this 3D printed holder, which I can't find right now. I cannot find it. Where is it? Ah, it's on the ground. Here it is. Here it is. So this is my 3D printed holder, and we'll just put this in like this, I guess. I think that's good enough. Like this. We'll see. More light. And where's more zooming in for the soldering part. More light. Oh, my light is actually not on full power. Let's switch. Let's fix that. Now it's on full power. Okay, what's the soldering iron saying? It says it's ready. So does it melt the solder? It does. Let's turn on the air, and then let's see if this works. Oh, this worked really well, I think. Yeah, it's hard to see, but I think that worked. That worked nicely. Let's turn off the noise, and I think we can also turn off the iron again. Let's see if I can. This will be hard to show. Let's see how close I can get this. So let's zoom in completely and then turn into manual focus, and then this is as close as I can get, and there's no light here, so turn this up. Where's the focus here. This is kind of hard to see, but so I soldered this little, here, there's the light. This little leg here to the switch pin. And this looks pretty good. We can let's zoom out again, put it into automatic focus again, and readjust the light. And now we can trim off the excess pin length. If I find the wire cutter here, can trim this off, and then what we can also do is to bend down the, come on camera, focus, there we go. We can also do is now bend the pin of the switch down into the battery holder. So we can simply insert batteries like this, and this is actually on already, but with the switch we are able to turn it on and off, and it works nicely. Cool. And there's a lot of space in here. I did not anticipate that. Are my other batteries thicker? Wait, I had the other ones here. Yeah, I think the other batteries take more space. Huh. Yeah, they do. The other batteries need a lot more space. That's interesting. So, looks like not all of these coin cell batteries have the same size specifications, even though they're the same type. Interesting. So these are a lot thinner. Yeah, well, thinner is not too big of an issue. We can probably put a piece of plastic back here, or something that pushes the batteries in, and that should work. It's not perfect, but it works. There's so much more space in here with these batteries. There's like, I don't know, more than a millimeter difference. That's a lot, isn't it? Weird. Okay. So, holder, let's clean up a little bit. Holder, we have the top part. We have, let's put this in the middle. So, we can zoom in a bit more. Yeah. Crystal holder, we have the screws here, the batteries here, and one of these, one of these necklace thingies. It's here as well. Hi, Askane91. Hi, welcome to the channel. It's not an, so they are asking about the printer in the background. That is Elegoo Mars, so, or Elegoo, or I don't know how that's pronounced. I can zoom in with the other camera on it. It's there. So that's the Mars 3D printer. There was usually the cover is orange or something, or red. This one was a special edition from my mini factory with a green cover, and I like the green color a lot more, which is why I decided to go for this one. Yeah. So that's what I actually printed these black holders with. Didn't print them in black. I printed them with gray resin, and then spray painted them black. Oh, camera is running away. Come on, stay there. I don't have the sturdiest tripod, so I have to check if it isn't moving. Okay, looks good. yeah, so I printed these on that printer with gray resin and spray painted it black with some resin based coloring, which looks really good, I think. And these crystals are also printed with the resin printer in transparent green, which also looks pretty cool. Okay, so since these batteries are thinner, let's use those. Let's use the thicker ones for the testing. Put them in. Does it still work? It still works. Put the cover on top. Let's see if it fits. Yeah, it closes up neatly. And then we can put the really teeny tiny M1 screws in here. I was very lucky to even find a screwdriver that would work with these teeny tiny screws. Oh yeah, you're trying to get the Mars 3 3D printer, but they're sold out. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. The Mars 3 also looks pretty cool. There was also, so I have the Elegoo Mars. I think what was the better word? They made an improved version. Was it the Mars 2? I'm not sure. It was pretty similar. What's super annoying with this 3D printer is that the USB drive is in the back. It's super inaccessible, so I can show you quickly. Let's get up on the printer. So whenever I want to print, I have to get the USB drive from the back, and it's fine if I have space around it, but that can be super annoying. So it's like turning, and also the power switch, the on-off switch is right below the USB drive, so it's really inaccessible. I think they made that a lot better with the newer models. Come on, camera, stay where I want you to stay. Let's focus on my arm. Oh, good enough. Okay, so the first screw is already here, but not screwed in yet. So let's finish this up. Let's screw in this. I think my screwdriver is still a little bit too big, but it kind of works. Just have to be careful not to scratch the sides of the holder. I'll just push this together, and sometimes the screws go in very easily and sometimes kind of have to push them in. There we go, the second one. Yeah, this one is easier. That went in a lot easier. And that's it. It's finished. Let's see if it still turns on. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And then we can just put on a crystal like this. I will glue the crystals in later. I have to check which types of crystals I need. So what kind of orders I have and which ones I want as gifts for people. So let's turn this on, and it works. think all of the combinations look pretty cool. Yeah, so if you don't know, there's actually still a chance to get one of these crystals, so by becoming a patron. So if you really want one of these crystals, you can go to patreon.com/matumakes, and there's a tier that includes one of these. That's the newest tier, so be careful, not all the tiers have them, just a special make what did I call it? I think make Matu make, I don't know, something with crystals. Just that one includes the crystals, except for the patrons. For my long-time patrons, they will be getting the crystals anyway, regardless of the tier. And yeah, I will have to check which crystals I need to build and manufacture and which LEDs go in there. Okay, so actually I should start checking right now, because if I make all of them white, I don't think everyone wanted white LEDs in there. So let me have a quick look in my notes, where I noted which crystals I should be manufacturing. And I think we'll stick with the LEDs for today. Make a bunch more of these holders, and then, because I'm not sure how I will handle the crystals that are still in the printer and dripping right now, dripping off, drying. How does that? Whatever. Okay, where's my YouTube folder here? YouTube, LED crystals, and I have an overview of which parts I want to build. Why is my laptop webcam active? That's weird. Maybe OBS is accessing it. I'm streaming anyway, so if there are hackers in my laptop, then welcome to the stream. Okay, there's a list of things I want. Okay, so let's say white LEDs. Okay, I need at least 5 of them, so let's start with these. I have this one. I think that one was also white. Okay, oh, but that doesn't have the logo. Okay, so we'll start with the 5 white LEDs for this. So let's make it a little bit in order. Draining, I would say. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so thanks for that. the crystals in the 3D printer are still draining of resin, because that 3D print just finished right before the stream started. I didn't want to be printing during the stream because of the noise. Of course, I could put the printer into another room, but I don't know, it kind of belongs on the washing machine. Alright, 1 down, 4 white ones to go. So let's find ones that actually fit. So ones with the logo, that's a crystal part. This one should fit. So we have 1 crystal half, 1 necklace half. Then we need a white LED, more screws, which we can get later. Let's put away the screwdriver for now. Then a switch, and that's mostly it. So that's the most important part. Let's see that the LED legs have room to get through there. Okay, this one's really stuck. I think either black spray paint or resin got in here and covered up the hole where the LED is supposed to go through. But I think we'll make it. Let's see, can we use, I don't know, is this too big? Can test. Okay, this goes through, that's good. The other one goes through as well. Can clean out some excess material in here so the holes are actually clean and it doesn't hinder our electrical connection. There we go. So where are my pliers here? Okay, what did we say? We need the switches on the left side, and we need left side to be shorter, and the switch is the cathode. So we'll start with the anode, which should have a little bit more room on the mounting side, and then the cathode. Oh yeah, chat is wondering about whether the resin printer is noisy. It's not super noisy. It has a little bit, there's a fan in there. I can turn it on for a moment. It's not super loud. Let's wait until it turns on. Yeah, so it's like this. I guess the microphone picks it up. It's not very loud, but there's some noise in here when the printer is running. Of course, an FDM printer is a lot louder, so let me turn it off again. So let's see if I eyeballed this correctly. Which is the switch side? This one, and that's the cathode. Goes in like that. Not as nice as the previous one, but I think it will work. So here we go. I think the camera could be a little bit brighter, couldn't it? Let's see, maybe turn it up a notch. That's the wrong direction. Maybe just a little bit, because the blue is relatively bright and the black, or is that too bright now? Well, we'll see. We will see. Zoom out. Okay, it's chat saying my light is in the way of my monitor. Cable tie, I've never seen one operating, so I think it might bother you more than anything. I couldn't hear. Oh, you couldn't hear it? Interesting. Yeah, so the operation is it's like a PC fan, so it's not loud, but yeah. Let's see if the crystal fits. It does. Okay, so the LED is fine. Let's trim the anode. Oh, that LED is still on. Let me turn that off. Wire cutters. Can trim this down. Bend this part away. And then the LED is reasonably fixed in its position. And then we can get rid of one of the pins of the switch. Can trim down the middle pin of the switch and see if it fits, or if we need to trim it down more. It fits okay. It fits okay. But I think I want the leg of, or the pin of the LED on the other side of the... I always forget which is easier to solder. Yeah, this looks reasonable. Okay, well, let's put it into this holder again. And put on some flux, why not? Flux is your friend. And turn on the soldering iron. Wait until it's heated up. And then when it's warm, we can solder it together. Okay, that didn't work. That did not work. Let's try again. That worked nicely again. I should always solder on stream. It works a lot better than when I tried off stream. Nice. Again, hard to see probably. But we have now soldered this little pin to that little pin beneath. Which means we can trim off the top and then see if it fits. Yeah, fits great. And okay, we still need to bend down the remaining pin of the switch. Goes in like this. I'll try not to bend it down too far. Maybe that's enough to counteract the thinner batteries. Let's see. So if we put this in, it looks like it might work. So if I close this one up here, and where are my switch, my screws? Screws are here. These screws are so small. So I'll probably lose half of them before I even use them. Here we go. In like this. Oh. The other side. Push it together so it's actually closed. Oops, I lost the screw. There's a little gap. Can you see that? And there's a little gap where the batteries shine through. Let's see if we can fix that. Maybe if we just take out the screws again and put them in again. Maybe there was some resin in the holes for the screws. Let's see, because if I push it together, it's fine. Then there's no gap. So just push hard, screw it in, and it looks better. Other side. Screw it in. I scratched the holder a little bit. Oh, it's not completely in. Nice thing is we can just use a black Sharpie to cover up what I just scratched. Where is it? It's not noticeable. Perfect, like it was never there. Camera isn't focused there. Does it still turn on? No! Oh, okay, it does, but it's not. Yeah. Batteries are too thin. Okay, I'll have to put something in there so the batteries don't wobble around so much in there. Interesting. Very interesting. Where do I put these? I'll just put them here. And I would say next one. What's the chat doing? Just chilling. Cool. By the way, do you guys hear the music on stream? I wasn't sure if that works. Do you hear that? Because I'm playing the Lo-Fi Girl, which actually has a free license to use it in streams, which is pretty cool. And it's a really cool, really nice channel on YouTube. So I mostly listen to it on YouTube. They're also on, I don't know, the direct, like Spotify, Apple Music, and so on. And I really like the music for, especially when I'm working. Like if I don't have to be super concentrated, or if I just need some noise, or some music that isn't too distracting. That's really cool. Oh yeah, music works. Nice. Yeah, very relaxing. I absolutely agree. Very relaxing music. Yeah, when I need to relax, I also like to put on that stream. So if you want more of that, just look for Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube. Been listening to it a lot lately. All right, next one. Can do the next one. 2 halves that also fit together. Another LED. We said we need a bunch more white ones, so let's continue with the white ones. Is that what? Yeah, looks okay. And start. Which one needs to be shorter? So let's start with the anode. Bend it down. Bend it back up. This one down. Back up. This looks like it might be too far apart. It might work. It might work. It's kind of self-adjusting because these LED pins are so soft that they kind of adjust themselves when I push them in. Let's just make space. There's actually room. Let's just make sure there's actually room or space to put them in. Space. You know that? Do you guys play Portal? Or have you played Portal? Portal 2 specifically? Such a cool game. So the music there is awesome, and the voices and stuff. It's amazing. Space. I'm in space. I'll also dig out the excess material from the screw holes this time. Both portals, yes, of course. Start with Portal 1. Really cool game. Not super long, so you can get through pretty quickly. I think, I don't know, a few hours. Really nice. And then Portal 2 is a lot longer. And both of them are really, really cool. So, are we done? Let's test with this piece of wire if we can get through. No, cannot. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Now the other hole. That one works out of the box. There we go. LED. This way, I believe. Looking good. Let's see if we can push it down on this side just a teeny bit more. I think I also need a sip of water. Let me do that before I forget. Because staying hydrated is important. And I don't think I've had enough water yet today. Okay, now that I have had some water, let's check the time actually. Wow, have I already been on almost 90 minutes? Wow, time flies. Time flies. So let's get going on this so I can actually finish some things during the stream. Because I will have to end this stream at the latest by 4 p.m. So another 90 minutes, but maybe I will stop a little bit earlier. So it looks like I won't get super far with this task that I set for myself, but at least we can get a little bit more done. And now that I've done a few, maybe the rest will also be faster. So we also need a switch. Here's one. As always, we remove one of the pins and then shorten the middle pin. Hope that it's not too short. Let's see. Could have stayed longer, but it will be fine. Yes. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. Switch fits in perfectly. I'm so happy how these switches fit in there. It's so satisfying. They just fit in there perfectly. That's really cool. Let's see. Do I even need this holder thing to solder? Yeah, I think it's better. So turn on soldering iron and take this. Which direction? Maybe like so. And a little bit of flux. Let's see if it works. Does not. Come on, melt solder, melt. There we go. Yes. Okay. That's good. I think that is good. So bend down the remaining pin. Oh, I'm holding it out of the camera view again, as I tend to do. Should be fine. Maybe clean this up a little bit here. Otherwise the top part might not fit. Let's see if the other half. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm running out of batteries. I have a few more, but I will just take out one pair of batteries and use that as a test pair, but not leave them in. Oh, well, I could leave them in. No, so we'll use this as a test pair. There we go. It works. You can turn it off and on. Should be fine. Leave the batteries out, but put the screw. Or do I? Yeah. No, we'll leave this open and not put any screws in. Let's continue just soldering the LEDs. Maybe some more water in between. Actually, no. Yep. Okay, next part. This one looks like there's already enough space to get the LED through the holes. Yes, that should work easily. Also the screw holes. No, there's not enough space in there. Fruchtzwerg is leaving. Bye bye. Thank you and see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, LED. White LED right here. Every time I forget which pin needs to be bent how much. Okay, so the longer pin, which is the anode, needs to be bent further away from the LED center than the shorter pin. So basically, in the end, both pins will end at a approximately the same height. Let's see, maybe I'll remember for the next round. This looks like it might fit. This way. Yes. Push it in a bit more. This looks good. Okay, trim this one. Cable tie is going too. Get your beauty sleep. All right, good night. Have a good sleep. Thanks for stopping by. Really nice to have you all here. Oh, that's one without logo. No, we don't want that. Let's take out the LED while we still can, and take one of the other parts that has my logo on it. Yes, that's much better. This way. Perfect. Oh, I'm glad you learned something. I'm learning so much too. Really cool, yeah. Okay, this should work. We already trimmed that, so put in a switch. Remove the leg, trim the other leg. There we go. Does it fit? It does. Heat up the iron. And we're good to go. Oh, this time is... I don't think that's actually connected. I think now it is. Let me check. Turn off the noise. I'll just have a quick look, close-up look. That could be better. Let's try if we can make that better. Okay, there's a lot of solder in there now, but it's better. Luckily the resin doesn't melt. Like if this was if this was printed in PLA or something, the whole thing would have already melted away. But it's not, it's fine. And if there's too much solder, you can always use the wire cutters to get rid of it. Won't look super pretty, but I mean, it works, so I think that's a win. Does it work? That's the question. We can easily find out by putting in some battery. Do you already know why your phone kept buzzing? Yeah, I took a sneak peek earlier, and I'm super excited to have a look at look on all the chat messages. Okay, so this is working. Yeah, so my phone kept buzzing a lot earlier. I don't know if people came in later. I'm using my phone as the small camera that's filming me here, and it's not the best quality. Sorry about that, but I think for a small secondary camera it's fine. And problem is I cannot put it in. I cannot turn off the vibration while it's on, showing me the camera. There's probably a setting somewhere where it was vibrating, and I took a look why. It's exciting news, I think. I will check that out as soon as the stream ends. Oh, I can't close. It doesn't fit. Why doesn't it fit? Where is the... The question is, there too much solder, or is there a different issue? Okay, now it should... The solder should be fine. Oh yeah, now it closes up. Bit harder to close, but once it's in position, it's fine. Works. Let's see here. Come on, camera, focus. Focus. Maybe I'm too close. This. Better. There we go. All right. Next one. How many do we have? So this one works. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least one more. At least one more. There's one half with the logo. There's the other half with the logo. And another white LED. Let's see that there is room for the LED to go somewhere. Oh, okay, let's make sure that there's room for the screws to go somewhere. Like this. And then bend the LED to our will. The longer leg needs to be bent longer. The shorter one needs to be bent shorter. That might not make sense for you, but it makes sense for me, I think. Is that too wide apart? Let's see. Let's see if it fits. This way. This way. Did I do it wrong? No, it's just not. I thought correctly, but the execution was could be better. Let's see, maybe this works. Switch is on this side, so the cathode needs to go there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's see if we can still fit a crystal on there. We can. Okay, then I'm happy. Let's clean it a bit. Trim it a bit. Bend it a little. There. Then look for a switch. Is that okay? I think. Johnny is leaving as well. Time for food. Yeah, so enjoy your food. Thanks for stopping by and see you soon. I have to say, it is a really cool feeling designing something on the, like, just thinking of something, then designing it and printing it and then having it work out this well. I think it looks pretty cool. It works pretty well. I'm super happy with it, especially after I had a lot of issues getting these holders to work reliably. Like, I had no idea how I would incorporate a switch in here. And now that I managed to design it in a way that works, I'm so happy about that. I can only recommend trying something like this. So if you have some ideas, go make them. Go make them reality. Oh, the soldering iron is still on. That's okay. And we don't have to wait that long to use it. Oh yeah, that one worked pretty well again, I think. I'll have just turn off this and this, and then have a close look. Yeah, I think we can leave it like that. Get rid of the rest that we do not need. Bend this part. And let's see if it works. It does. Until it doesn't. And that's the battery size again. I think if we stuff something in here, then it should be more reliable. Come on. There we go. Now, does the switch work? Probably. Yes, it does. Top part. So now we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think I needed 5 white LED ones. Well, at least 5. Probably need more soon. But that's okay. Okay, do we do more? Maybe at least one more. Maybe at least one more. Let's do a different LED color. Let's see that we get the correct parts. Looks good. Okay, do we try a blue one? Let's try a blue one. Blue LED. That fits perfectly. Okay, time to solder this. Actually, would it be a good idea to use solder paste? Okay, I'm using like a regular solder here. There's also paste for soldering. I've used that for SMD soldering before. I'm wondering whether this might work well for this. I don't know. But since this is working pretty well too, doesn't matter too much. Clean it up a little. I hope I haven't cleaned it up too much, but we will see momentarily when we put in the batteries and test it. This way it turns on. Perfect. Look at that. Blue LED. Too close. Come on, camera. Focus. I'm not too happy with the autofocus of this camera. It's a Panasonic GH5. I really like making videos with it. The autofocus, I don't know. The autofocus and I are not the best friends. So, it's working. We can close it up, that's good. And let's see. So we've been streaming for 2 hours, and since this is now pretty much the same all over again, I think I might end it here. So let's see. Get some light on the other side. Here we go, microphone a bit closer, and then we can disable the secondary camera. There we go. So let's see. All right, let me have a look at the chat again. I think we will end the stream for today. So thank you all for coming by. It was fun. I thought I'll give this streaming another try because I've been thinking about streaming more and wanted to give it a try. I was kind of unsure. I wasn't super sure what I could show you, if that would be interesting for you. Probably wasn't super interesting, but then again, I think I also like watching other streamers just do their work and maybe listen to some music in the meantime, and just know that someone else is making something and maybe getting inspired to make something myself. So maybe this stream or future streams could be something like that for you too. If you did enjoy it, feel free to let me know. Always glad to hear. And if you have anything that you think I should improve or change, feel free to let me know as well. I will try to incorporate that. I will definitely try to figure out why my audio and video isn't in sync. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, it's already in OBS. In the preview window of OBS, already there is a little bit of lag, so the camera is lagging a little bit behind. Oh, Dave is here. Hello. Did you just join the stream, Dave? Because I was just thinking about ending the stream right now, so might not be the best timing. And Dave, you have 3 FPS. My FPS, so the FPS look fine, but I think the camera is lagging behind for me. Did I miss the crystals? Well, okay, I can definitely show you what we've been doing today. So I have, so you can rewatch. No, I can do one more recap what we did today, because that's maybe actually a good idea. So yeah, 2 months ago or something, I made a video about 3D printed crystals from the resin printer, and then I promised my patrons some of these crystals, and it took me a long time to finally get to a point where I will soon be able to send my patrons some of these crystals, because the holder that I used in the video and that I also used in the MakerCast where I was wearing that was this holder right here, and that one was super crappy because it's just glued together and it's not reliable at all, and there were just 2 coin cell batteries in there and it just didn't work. And I really wanted to have something with a switch and something nicer, and I came up with this design which works really well. So it's also resin printed. Let's turn off the lights, turn down the lights a little bit again. So this is also resin printed. Let's turn on the crystal, because there's now a switch to actually turn it off and on. And I think this looks fabulous. And yeah, it's now super reliable, except that I just during the stream realized that not all the batteries have the same thickness. So I'm using AG10 coin cell batteries, and apparently these differ a lot in their thickness, which is weird. So some of them were thin and the batteries were rattling around in there. And yeah, so the holder is now also resin printed in gray resin and then spray painted black. I found a really nice spray paint from Obi for people living in Germany. So I have here really good spray paint based on resin as well. And I guess maybe because it's resin printed and the spray paint is based on resin, maybe that's why it works well. Yeah, it's super clean and looks really cool, and I'm very happy with this. And in this stream we were assembling a bunch of these holders, and maybe, so yeah, that's what. Let me turn up the light on this side, light on the other side, and actually we can tell the camera to tune it down a little bit. I think this looks better. Yeah, so I've also just yesterday found out a better way to make the crystals clear by not washing them with isopropyl alcohol after they come out of the printer, but directly exposing them to ultraviolet light. And I had the idea before, and I have no idea why I haven't tried that before. But some people in the comments of the YouTube video about this also commented that why I didn't just do it like that. And I had some reason why I didn't try it, but I can't remember why. And now I did try it, and it looks really cool. So maybe if you're interested, we could make another stream on actually working with the prints out of the printer. So how to post process these holders and how to post process the crystals themselves. But I think for today I will end this. Let's see, I can actually wear one of these crystals if I can. Okay, that holds already. Yeah. I wanted Lego crystal shapes, to be honest. Wait, how do Lego crystals look like? I'll Google that quickly. Did my crystal just fell off? It's not glued in yet. I will just glue these in. Lego crystal. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, it's like a bunch of crystals. A little bit like the icon of the screen and of the video. I see. I mean, that's doable. That might look pretty cool too. Yeah, you're right. That's not too hard. I might make another version that looks more like the Lego crystals. So should I show that here? Let's see. Let's see if I can show you the Lego crystals. Where's OBS? Okay. Add the window capture. And we want Lego crystals. They are not showing. Why not? Maybe put... Okay, here. Okay. And there we go. So, some Lego crystals. Let's see. Maybe like this. Yeah, we could do Lego crystals. I think that would work. Alrighty. Ooh, a bleep track crystal generator. I will let bleep track know about this idea, or you can do that too, I guess. That sounds, yeah. And then we can 3D print them. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we could cooperate on that. All right, so again, thank you everyone for stopping by. All random crystals. Yeah, that would be kind of random then. And hi Henrik, by the way. Yeah, that would at least some random elements would be in there. We would of course have to make sure that they're still crystal shaped, but there would be some randomness in there. All right, everyone, have a nice rest of the day, morning, evening, noon, whatever time it is at your place right now. And yeah, see you soon. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.